How many countries? How many countries? More than about 30 countries. About 30 countries. And I think one student from every state in India.
And
Shows 2000.
yes.
Well, it is a great honor to welcome as distinguished a guest as His Holiness the Dalai Lama to Woodstock. He first visited us in 1959, and since then he has visited more than 62 countries across 6 continents. He has met with presidents and prime ministers, rulers of all the major nations of the world. He has been in dialogue with heads of religion and leading scientists. He is preeminently a man of peace and compassion, deeply committed to nonviolence. In 1989, he won the Nobel Peace Prize for his nonviolent struggle for the liberation of Tibet. Woodstock prides itself on being a diverse community, a microcosm of the world. But should a Woodstock education simply prepare young people to be well-adjusted to the world as it is, might we also aspire to be a microcosm of a new world? It is just such a world perspective which has enabled His Holiness to be a respected world leader and a voice for humanity. He describes himself as a simple Buddhist monk, but in our troubled and anxious world, which focuses so much on material satisfaction, the most profound truths are often found in the greatest simplicity. So I hope you will join me in welcoming His Holiness here today as he addresses us on the need for compassion in today's interdependent world.
Dear brothers and sisters, I always refer as a brothers, sisters, right? Sometimes we forgetting we are actually human brothers, sisters, but sometimes with too much emphasis, ranks, or religious faith, or different nationality, or like that, or rich or poor. So I believe that's a secondary level, different nationality, different races, different, religious faith. But fundamentally, we are same human being. On that level, hardly no sort of demarcation, we and they. The entire 7 billion human beings, same. So I think we reach or look from that level, hardly no point to quarrel. And no question about war. War and conflict comes on the too much emphasis on the secondary level, different nationality, different faith, different races. All these, then we divide. On that level, yes, we have a certain reason, say we and they. More emphasis on that, the we and they become much solid. Then, for our interest, bully other, bully them, deceiving them, all and including violence, and mobilized. So war, mobilized violence is war. All these, you see, come on the basis of we too much sort of make distinction, we and they. So therefore, I always prefer use the word brothers, sisters. And actually, this famous university, a college, university or college? What called? School. University. School. School. You see, as you already mentioned, a student from many different countries, different nationalities. So all, you see, stay here, study here, as a human brothers, sisters, isn't it? Yeah. So we really need deeper awareness. Fundamentally, we are same human being. And in fact, now today's reality, global economy, not important national boundaries or religious differences. And then, equally more important is ecology, global warming. No relevance on that sort of point, different continent or different nationality or different religious faith. So now, I'm indeed very, very happy come here, this school, once more. 59, April 59, till I think May 60, about 1 year I stay here. Then Woodstock, just our neighbor. Then I shift to another place. So even after that, I think once or twice, I visit. Isn't it? So I think students, many new students, perhaps among even teachers or directors also, I think, new, I think, but the same school, same spirit. I hope the education standard also, I think still very good, isn't it? That is very, very important. So very purpose of sort of the education institution is the education. So high standard of education, that's very, very important.
Need for compassion.
Slogan. My topic, my talk.
Need for compassion in today's interdependent world.
Now,
the rest.
되게 싫어하는 아들 맨날 또.
Now, the knowledge.
Okay. Firstly, as I mentioned earlier, on human level, then everybody knows the most important is affection, warm-heartedness. Unknown stranger experiencing some difficulties, painful experience. As a human being, there is some kind of tendency to help. Not thinking he are same sort of nation, or same color, or same sort of religious faith, but same human being. And then that kind of affection even is a further sort of extent, and even animal. Yesterday, on the street, the Darun street, when I was passing through, one old person, very thin. And he, when my car, you see, approaching, he remained like this. Then within few seconds, he just fell. Of course, I cannot stop there. Even I stop, I cannot do much. But feel something terrible. I have no other connection. And also there's nothing to gain if I help him or if I develop some kind of sense of concern. Nothing I gain. But as a human being, another human brother, truly helpless. No one taking care. So that's the human affection. That affection not come from religious faith, but from biological factor. Look, animals, dogs, cats, birds, they mainly parent, particularly mother, taking full care about their youngster. So because the youngster's survival need others' care, that's a biological factor. Therefore, in order to develop the energy to help others, to help their children emotionally, we already equipped affection, sense of concern. So since this is something part of nature and biological factor, so I usually say secular ethics. It is ethics. In fact, all ethics is based on religious faith, ultimately based on that. All major religious tradition talks about love, compassion, and forgiveness, tolerance. All these basically on that biological factor, sort of sense of affection. That is something precious for our survival, for our peace of mind, for our happiness. Therefore, all major religions tradition, you see, emphasize that. And in order to promote, in order to strengthening, you see, that value, then different religious tradition use different philosophical views. Some say there's God, creator, full of love. So that brings conviction. We have to practice, we have to follow compassionate way. Then non-theist religion like Jainism or Buddhism or ancient Sangha tradition, they say law of causality. If you do good to other, you get benefit. If you do harm other, you get consequences. So, all major religious tradition use different philosophical sort of reasons, but the aim is same. That the sort of compassionate sort of practice, compassionate person, that's the aim. That That also because basic human nature really need human affection.